This is Steve Wire from Midland Alarm Services, and we're just about to do a control panel upgrade the control panel and keypad. This particular keypad and control panel is one of about 5,000 that we've fitted over the years, and to be fair, they've been a great little control panel, quite basic, it's got to be said, but as of April this year, Honeywell, the manufacturer, announced that they weren't making any of these anymore and we can't actually get spares for them, so they're now redundant. The keypad itself, a lot of these, the buttons are sticking, and we're replacing quite a lot of these because of that. Also, one of the gripes, I suppose, with the system is that when it was setting, it was very loud and a lot of the neighbours could hear the system setting, especially at night. There's very limited volume control on it. This particular one we're changing just because, as you can probably see, the thing's just gone yellow in the sun. It's the plastic over this one's been in about 12 years has gone yellow. Here's the old control panel, and this one's in the downstairs toilet, as you can probably tell by the echo. A lot of these were perhaps fitted in a cupboard under the stairs, and the new control panel is pretty much the same size, so it fits and in place of the old one without any need for redecoration. So here's the new control panel. That houses the main circuit board, of course, and the system backup battery. So this is the new keypad. As you can see, it's a much better looking keypad than the old one. It's got an LCD display that's showing our phone number, our free phone number, and also the time. The system's made by a company called Pyronix, who've been making control panels for over 30 years, so very reliable, very robust, much better control, much easier to use as well. I'll just show you how you set the system. Very simple. It's got a quick set feature, so you can set it just by pressing yes and A. So it's showing there that the system's setting. If I open the front door here, I've actually got it on silent set. It's showing me that the front door's open, so rather than saying zone 1 or 2, it actually tells you if it's the front door or the lounge or the kitchen or whatever. That's on silent set. You see it's timing down now, 6 seconds left to go, so that if you are setting the system, then you can have it on silent set or just a very low volume. And if you can imagine, we're standing outside now. After another 10 seconds we'll just get a confirmation beep, there it is, to show that it's set. So when you come back in, obviously open the front door and come in again, and just punch in the code to turn it off. And again, if you want to set the system at night, great little feature here is that you just press yes and B for bed, and that will, if it's set up that way, just set the downstairs and leave perhaps the sensor on the landing off, and that's completely silent. So if there are kids in bed and you're setting the system late at night, it won't wake them up. As well as being very easy to set and unset, it's also very simple to access the main user menu, which is done just by pressing D and the master code, which at the moment is 4 2s. It's given me the option there to set the date and time, which we've already done, so I'll press no there. Change codes. If I press yes, I can change either the user codes or the master manager code. The master manager code is the main code, and the user codes, you can, for instance, give a separate code to a neighbour so they can set the system while you're away on holiday. If I press no to that, no. Review the logs. The logs are basically the system memory, so if there's perhaps been a problem, if the alarm's been triggered at some point, then the whole process will be recorded in the memory. It'll show when it was set, when it was unset, when the alarm went off, which zone triggered it. It's a grade 2X system, and that means basically that it complies with current insurance requirements. So if I want to exit that menu, I'll just press A, and there we go, that's back to normal again. A couple of other things. It's actually a 10 zone system, so whereas our old systems were perhaps 6 or 7 zones. There's plenty of room for expansion there if you want to add a sensor in a garage or a perimeter protection system with a wireless receiver. Also, there's a built-in panic button, so if I press and hold these two buttons, the 1 and the 7, that will set the alarm off inside and out. I'll just turn it off there. So there it is, that's our new upgrade control panel. Much better looking, much more reliable, easier to use, more control, much easier for us to service as well moving forward. And that's why we're offering discounts on the installation, on the upgrade of this control panel and keypad while we're doing a service to your alarm system.